everyone. This is Akash and I'm back with a new video on the Kingdom of Italy. The Kingdom of Italy was from 1861 to 1946. In 1861, Italy was a country as well as a kingdom. However, in 1866, Italy allied with Prussia in the Austro-Prussian War, and Italy won, and it got all of its land. And in 1871, Italian unification was finally complete. They took the Papal States, and Rome was its capital. Then in 1882, before the scramble of Africa in 1885, Italy had obtained Eritrea and Somalia. Somalia meaning not whole Somalia. The British took Somaliland and Italy took the southern part of Somalia. Then in 1911, the Italians declared war on Turkey in the Italo-Turkish War of 1911 to 1912. Italy took Libya after that war. And then in World War I, Italy was neutral during the first stages of World War I. But in 1915, in the London Treaty, Italy was finally on the side of the Entente. Italy had been a member of the Triple Alliance in 1882, and Italy became a part of Central Powers. But in World War I, it was neutral, and it was finally allied with the Entente force to capture northern territories, including South Tyrol, Istria, and parts of Croatia. After the war ended, Italy did well as expected, but in 1916 there have been minor halts. But Italians successfully captured different city points. But at the Battle of Caporetto, Italy failed. But in 1918, the final offensive in Vittorio Veneto was a success for the Italians. And then World War I ended. But Italy didn't get Western Croatia because it was already a part of the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. Then Italy was in the interwars. Then in 1922, Benito Mussolini, an Italian fascist, sought to take control of Italy in 1922 during the infamous March of Rome. The kingdom was still there. It's just that Italy was fascist. Then in 1939, Italy invaded Albania. Now, 3 years before, Italy invaded Ethiopia, unlike its attempt in 1895, which was unsuccessful. But in 1935, it was successful. They invaded the whole country by 1936. And they invaded Albania in 1939. And World War I just started on September 1st, 1939. Italy was neutral in the first stages of the war, but in 1940, Italy invaded southern France. And in 1940, in October of that year, the Italians tried to invade Greece, but failed. But they were successful in North African campaign 1 year ago. But in 1941, things were about to change. Italy invaded the Kingdom of Yugoslavia, and as well as Greece with the help of Nazi Germany. But they failed in the North African campaign, so the Germans were forced to help them. By 1942, a dire situation happened, and that dire situation was in North Africa. The British were already retreating, and the Americans came in Tunisia and Libya, and in July 1943 they invaded Sicily, and they invaded the rest of Italy. And in 1943 Benito Mussolini was arrested, and Italy was divided in two. It was chaos. Some parts of the Italian army joined the Allied side, while some continued to join the Axis. When Mussolini was freed by the Nazis, there was the Socialist Republic of Italy, and that war lasted until 1945 when the war ended. Italy was still in kingdom back then. But in 1946, the Italian king Umberto II was ousted from power, and that was the end of the Kingdom of Italy in 1946.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Is that the end of the video?
Yeah, that's the end.
Okay.